Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Ahoskie where 2 shootings are now under investigation. Ahoskie police say that the first shooting happened on Sunday at around 7:30 p.m. at the Ahoskie Tobacco House. 2 people were hurt in the shooting and taken to the hospital. Police say one victim was sent to a level 1 trauma center for more treatment. Now, the second shooting happened in the same area around 10:15 a.m. on Monday. Police say officers found an underage victim with a gunshot wound at a business near the intersection of East Main Street and North Catherine Creek Road. The victim was taken to the hospital before being transferred to a level 1 trauma center, according to police. Now, both shootings are still under investigation, and Ahoskie police ask anyone with information to reach out to the department at 252-332-5011. And in other news, we've got a story out of Kinston where a man who had warrants out for his arrest was arrested after a brief foot chase with police. Now, yesterday, officers were called to a disturbance on the 600 block of Terminal Street. Police say they found Kenneth Strickland Jr. standing in the home's yard. According to warrants, the 36-year-old had an active arrest warrant for an assault with a deadly weapon inflicting injury in Lenoir County. Online documents say Strickland had hit a man with a brick on October 14th. Officers say they caught him after he briefly ran away during an arrest attempt. Now, in addition to the outstanding warrant, Strickland was charged with resisting a public officer. He was taken to jail on a $100,000 secured bond. And now for your weather forecast. It's going to be a cold one tonight. If you've got anything that does not do well in freezing conditions, make sure that either you bring those things, whether that's an animal, maybe a plant, or maybe some, I know I took my, in my garden, my raised garden bed, I've got a little kind of timer that, lets water out. Bring those timers in. The electronics do not do well, especially with water in them that then freezes. So if you want to, again, save anything outside that doesn't do well in the freezing cold, do so tonight, because tomorrow morning air temperatures are going to be down around 29 to 33 degrees. That's not even touching the wind chill. That's just your air temperature. Wind chills are expected to be between 22 to 27 degrees because we are going to be experiencing a 10 to up to 20 mile an hour sustained breeze coming out of the west-northwest early on tomorrow morning. That wind direction is going to help cool us down, and it's only going to spread that freeze out throughout eastern North Carolina. Now, speaking of spreading the freeze out across eastern North Carolina, that's exactly what the National Weather Service has done as far as the freeze warning that will be in effect early tomorrow morning. All areas in eastern North Carolina under the freeze warning, except for the Outer Banks and down East Carteret County. Those are the only 2 spots. Well, obviously the Outer Banks is more than just a spot, but those are the only 2 sections of the map right now that are not under that freeze warning. Here's a look at your current air temperatures. It's a cool day. Air temperatures about 10 degrees cooler than our seasonal average for this time of year. Normally we would expect to get into the mid-60s. Today was more the mid-50s. Now, sunny skies were with us. We'll have sunny skies again tomorrow, but sunshine this time of year does not automatically equate to warm weather. With the west-northwesterly wind, cooler air is on the way. We've experienced it so far today. It's going to continue to push in that chill across the east later on tonight, through the day tomorrow, even into Wednesday morning. That's going to be kind of the last gasp for this cold air mass. And then after we get through your Wednesday morning, we'll really start to feel a little bit more heat come back to the east as we approach the upcoming weekend. Still not looking at, again, a ton of heat for Saturday and Sunday, but it will certainly be warmer than what we're going to experience tonight and what we're going to be experiencing tomorrow. Tonight, air temperatures dropping down to the upper 30s before we hit 11 p.m. Tomorrow morning, again, starting out the day, upper 20s to low 30s. It is going to be cold out there, and note your winds, 10 to 20 miles an hour sustained. That's going to make 32 degrees feel more like 25 degrees. 35 degrees at 8, that's going to feel more like 27, 28 degrees. So understand that wind is certainly going to have an impact, and the numbers on your screen, while yeah, they're cold, it's going to feel even colder. Now in the afternoon, we've got lots of sunshine. That's not going to change throughout the day, but air temperatures are likely hitting their peak between around 45 to 48 degrees. Right now we've got your high set at 47. It does come with a slim chance of maybe a few snow flurries coming up early tomorrow morning. I wouldn't put too much stock into it though. If you do see a flurry roll by, none of those flakes are going to actually stick to the ground, and it's more just a cool view versus an actual impact. We will have again some moisture roll by, but again, I'm not anticipating that it's actually going to truly amount to anything as that whole system moves in. Now let's zoom the picture out a little bit further, and you can kind of get an idea of where that system is coming from. It's an area of low pressure that right now is pushing a lot of that moisture up across the mountains. That low will stay north of the area, but some of that moisture will dip far enough south into eastern North Carolina to give us a slight chance of maybe a few flurries out there early tomorrow morning. If you're wondering, okay, well, Charlie, you keep saying tomorrow morning, give us a time period if we want to go see those flakes. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., particularly north of Highway 264. That's your time period and the area, especially around the Albemarle Sound, where I do think there will be some snowflake sightings. Again, really across the Highway 64 corridor. So again, if you're in that area and you've got just a yearning for some snowflake sightings tomorrow morning between 2 and 5 a.m., you may see some of those flakes come down. But after that, again, we're warming up. High pressure system will keep us sunny, not only for your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well, because after that one high moves off, then we've got another one that will take its place. Highs over the weekend, mid to upper 60s, and we will see a better opportunity for more widespread rain showers coming in next week to start next week. I think more so late Monday night into Tuesday, we'll have a pretty good chance of getting some rain across the east, which comes at a good time. We are in need of the drops. Do remember, again, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Not only do kids not have school, it is your duty to go find a veteran and make sure you thank them for their service. The more you can thank, the better it is. Again, we owe a lot to our veterans who've served this country. Well, that's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at 7:15 a.m. with Jim and Gigi tomorrow morning. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Monday. We'll see you back here coming up tomorrow.